Hi, and good morning, everyone. My name is Albert, and this is Vlogs About Nothing. Thank you very much for taking the time out of your very busy morning to join me. I really do appreciate it. And so, we're talking about summer of 2026. All right, we are going to turn that into a short. You know, it's been fun because this summer has proven to be probably the best summer of my life in so many different ways. Also, simultaneously, the toughest summer of my life in so many different ways. And it's interesting how when the summer began, I didn't really think that there would be, such an eventful summer. At the beginning of the year, I was in Washington, and I had thought about how the year was going to be, and I had thought about how the summer was going to play out, and I had no idea that it would be the way that it was, or the way that it has been so far. I understand that according to the calendar, summer is just, started or whatever, but as it concerns, the vernal calendar, is that what it's called? The calendar that, is used for like schools and stuff. I was a year-round student, and so always got out 2 weeks early and always went back to school 2 weeks early, you feel me? Whereas like traditional students or whatever went back at the end of August and didn't get out of school until 2 weeks after we did in the summer, the benefits and joys of being an old man who grew up in a very privileged public education system. Shout out to Albuquerque and New Mexico, still one of just a handful of states that is a participant in child universal welfare programs, as well as feeding all of our kids, all right? And so, yeah, Jeffrey Epstein may have had some crazy ass house here, in Santa Fe, but we're giving back, We're giving back to the community every single day. And rest in peace to Bill Richardson, who, for whatever reason, is unavailable to answer any and all questions as it concerns the whereabouts or what exactly we did, to help Jeffrey Epstein or whatever. But that's a different topic, a different video, and an entirely different personification of what I, am usually selling in this character, just because I almost feel like Mr. Moneybags would be an appropriate caricature to address that whole really weird situation, you know what I mean? But it is what it is. This summer, I have grown more than I've ever thought that I would, and I have about 24 hours left in here in town before, I get to do some other stuff. And like, I can't tell you guys enough about how grateful I am for all the different opportunities I've been given, and how I really feel like soon, I'll even have more opportunities to do cooler stuff. And I just am right now trying to just chill, and live my life accordingly. Still officially single, as it would be, but this summer has brought my share of more than just a handful of different opportunities, and it's been fun. So this summer, not at all like last summer when I was still doing the guard stuff and I had the guard team, and now the cats are a year older, and I just never thought I'd be like a cat owner, and I never thought that I'd be single and 38 and living with another dude still. And like all these things, I think about them. I do. I know it doesn't seem like I think about much at all, but I do. I think about stuff a lot, and especially now as I get older, with new beginnings so far as like my professional career and stuff goes, it's always been hand in hand, but this year is going to be a lot different than any other year that I've had so far in both those ways, professionally and personally. And so I'm thinking that by the time I'm 39, we can take some more inventory. But this summer has been unreal, and if you've been a part of it in my own personal life, I can't thank you enough, seriously, for everything, you know, I've gone through college graduations this year, move outs, ex-boyfriends, ex-girlfriends, you know, it's been the whole spectrum of things that you can experience, and it's happened relatively quickly. So, I haven't had much to say because, as I said in my previous video, it's just been sort of like watching to see what happens in my life. And I've been pretty happy about that, you know, just because I'm not even sure. I've never been sure. I don't even know what today is, okay? So if we're still talking about that technical stuff, you know, time is still subjective. And I encourage all of you out there to never give up, you know, never give up in any sort of pursuit that you may have, whether it be personal or professional. I understand that there's a lot of failure involved in life, and it's probably the only reason, you know, I'm still around. It's like, because I failed so miserably. I failed even at failing. So I tell you, some of us seek out, you know, like what it is we're really not good at and try not to do those things. Like the Dos Equis man said, you know, and I've been right there along with them the entire way. I really try to stay away from things that I'm not good at because I want to try them. And if I'm not good at them, then like, why would I keep doing them, you know? And so I plan on vlogging from the road a lot, and that'll be interesting because we've never really had that here. Every time I've gone out of town, I've kind of not been in front of the camera, but because of different reasons in my own personal life, I think it's kind of an opportunity to show you guys all different places that I go and stuff, and that's always fun. So I think we're going to be doing that. In 24 hours I will be somewhere else, and that should be interesting. So and like my week is extremely busy. I don't think I'm allowed to breathe until Sunday. And so that should be really fun, okay? Hey guys, thank you very much for watching my videos. I really appreciate it. I know I've been vacant from the camera, and again, it's just a lot of stuff going on in my personal life. None of it bad, you know, just a lot of it taking more time than I thought it initially would to sort of arrive at a conclusion with like who I am and, you know, what I want to do in my life and all that stuff, right? And who's willing to do what with me in my life, and all that different kind of stuff. And this summer, again, is not over, but since I'll be traveling and stuff, it feels like it's coming to an end for me. I've spent a substantial amount of time here in Albuquerque, something that I have not been able to do in a long time. I'm from here, you know, like I miss my home when I'm not here, and I've done a lot of traveling in my life. So as I get older, it's just, you know, a part of the job. Like, it's literally a Wednesday, and I'm still grateful to be able to travel and do stuff, you know. It's just at some point in my life I'd like to not be traveling so much, but I think the Lord's telling me, you know, whatever, I'm a terrible Catholic, and the universe, that things are just going to get busier. And that's okay, because that's what your boy here has been preparing for literally his entire life. So I hope that you guys are well, stay good, be healthy, and I'll talk to you guys really soon, okay? Thank you very much for watching my videos, seriously. All right, bye.